हाँ जी सर जी कल सर मैं प्रियंका कल करनी न्यूजीलैंड तो
Just a minute.
मेरी
Go
सिस्टर
go slow.
हाँ जी
Go slow. I'm sorry. Your name is Priyanka from New Zealand.
हाँ जी सर
Okay. What is your question? What is your legal question about immigration to Canada?
all right I just want to come to Canada and I just want to know like what could be the better way like if I come through visitor visa or is there any option that I can like come like can migrate to Canada because my family is in US so they want me at least I could be
Okay.
like, to
We
the
have
nearest country.
we have to go step by step. First of all, what is your passport right now? What passport do you have?
It's India.
And what is your immigration status in New Zealand at present?
I'm on work visa, so basically a work visa, yeah.
So the work visa is derived from the student status or through a job offer. How did you get the work visa?
Yeah, as a student visa, I was like when I came here.
Okay. Did you apply for the PR in New Zealand?
Not yet.
Okay. So are you eligible for PR in New Zealand?
I am, but I have to wait, like not yet.
Okay. So is there any possibility? What is the prospect of PR in New Zealand for you? Is it 100%, 50%, or 0%?
It depends upon my pay rate. It's 100% only if I get a pay rise according to the rules and regulations here. But it's very difficult to get that scale of pay rate.
Okay. So what is your profession? What do you do?
I'm in hospitality.
No, means are you the general manager of the hotel or
No,
what do you mean hospitality? Just can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm just working as a front house staff, like just as a waiter.
You are working as a waiter in a restaurant
Yes.
or at the front office
Yeah,
reception?
in a restaurant. In the restaurant.
So you are a like a food server, which we call as food server.
Yes, yes. That's
Okay.
the one.
So for how many years have you been a food server?
2 years.
And what is your salary per hour?
I'm getting 19.50.
$19.50 per hour.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your education?
I done my graduation and back home India, and then I did level 7 diploma here, graduate diploma course.
Is this diploma in hotel management or what is this diploma?
No, it's just a general business, like just general business.
Okay, so just to summarize, you are working for 2 years and hotel food and beverage service. You have a 2 year diploma in something office management or some business management, and you have a BA graduate degree from India. That's all, right? So this is all what we have. What is your English level IELTS score last few years ago?
My English level, like are you asking about the IELTS score or like what kind of?
I am asking about IELTS score. Yes.
Yeah, it's 6.5 at present. Yeah, 6.5.
Okay, 6.5. Okay. Have you got any refusal for Canada recently or any other country?
No, I haven't tried I tried for US last year. I couldn't make it, but for Canada now.
Okay, so you have been refused for US visa last year, is that right?
Yeah.
What was the purpose of going to US? What was the purpose that you said that you are going to US for?
Visit.
Okay.
To see my family.
To see your family. Who is in your family in US?
My mother, my sister, my brother-in-law.
Your mother, your sister, your brother-in-law means sister's husband. Sister's husband. So your mother and sister are US citizens?
My sister is, and my mother is a green card holder.
Okay. And what is their profession in the US?
My sister, she's having a gas station. Yeah, they run a gas station, both of them.
Okay.
She and her husband.
Okay. And what city are they in?
They are in Utah. Utah in Murray, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure about the city, but they are in Utah.
Okay. Okay. What about your husband? I didn't ask you. What is your profession of your husband?
No, I'm single.
I'm sorry.
I'm single,
Oh,
sir.
oh,
I'm
sorry,
not
sorry.
married yet.
I take it back. So
Yeah.
you're single. So what is the purpose of going to Canada? What is going on in Canada? What makes you think of applying to Canada?
Like still, it's gonna be lot easier for them to visit me, or like and they have some relatives there, so it can kind of like family thing, like just quite near to them. Yeah. Because
I'm trying to get confused in your speech. What do you mean near to what in Canada? What are you talking about? Near to
like
family, near to family.
they are in US, and if I move to Canada, so I'll be way more nearer to them as compared to New Zealand. Like this is actually way more far, so neither they can come easily to see me, and neither I can, like, I have the visa issues, and even they have like their extended family in Canada in case like if I need. Yeah.
Okay. Here's my little assessment of all your situation. I've understood the your situation and what you're trying to do. Problem is this: you do not have enough education and experience, plus the English level, all three combined together, to file for immigration to Canada. All right, so that's my honest and realistic assumption. There's something called express entry point system. You do not have enough traits, the points to build up for the Canada immigration and the express entry. So the application will fail. If, first of all, you're not eligible. If at all you can make express entry profile, your points are not enough. Your points are not at that level that you can be successful. That's number one. Number two, since you are already refused for US, it is very likely that Canada will not give you the visa, because US and Canada and other countries, New Zealand also, they share immigration information. So they now know that you have been declined for US. They now know you've had a failed travel history for US. Plus also they can see your New Zealand immigration history, that possibly are you qualifying for New Zealand, or are you withdrawing from New Zealand, or what is your potential future for New Zealand PR. So the visa officer for Canada also can be impacted by your New Zealand immigration eligibility. So they will not give you a visitor visa to Canada for sure. I mean, you can take it from me. It's quite not impossible, quite difficult. The number three, the only remaining, the option I can think of is you already are a student you have been a student earlier, I think in India and New Zealand. So if you apply for a new student visa for Canada to study something, they are less likely to give you the visa, because they now know that because of lack of promise in education and future potential of immigration in New Zealand, that's why you are jumping to come to Canada as a pretext to study. So they are not going to believe whatever you can study in Canada, you can also study in New Zealand and possibly in Australia. So why would anybody leave those countries and leave the existing student visa status to come to Canada for study? They will not be able to believe on your study plan or study objectives. So that's the only thing I can imagine is if you can get a job offer from a restaurant in Canada as a food server or as a food supervisor or anything to do in restaurant hospitality in a Canadian restaurant. I think that is your only angle to get a work visa to Canada. Nothing else has much promise. Only the work permit, potential work permit application is something that can work out.
All right. So they uh, if anyone offers me a job, so they need to provide specific documents that they couldn't find any Canadian, like over here it happens because they have to prove that they couldn't find any New Zealand citizens
That's
to
right.
fill up that job.
That's right. All these Western countries, whether it's America or Canada or England or Australia or New Zealand, and I bet even some countries in Europe, all of these countries run on the single fundamental of first proving that this job is not being filled by local citizens and residents. That's why we have to bring somebody from foreign. So even Canada also has the same system. It is called a labor market impact assessment, LMIA. Once the LMIA is approved, only then you are eligible to apply for work visa. Otherwise, no. Even 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 America has a system called labor certification in different categories.
All right. So okay, so I will talk to my family.
Please do. It is important to understand the system and the procedure rather than be misguided by what is written on Google or what is written on websites or what is written by consultants who are trying to overzealously promise something. Consultants make money by offering you some schemes on job visa or a PR package or something, and that's why they make hefty amount of money. But I'd rather charge a small amount of money, but I tell you the truth. The honest truth is this is the category that you are more likely to be successful rather than wasting money on different categories where there's no potential of being successful. I think you should just focus on this, and this is how you should go. So be careful on what anybody is promising. The only category that will work out for you is a direct job offer from a Canadian restaurant. If they can offer you a job, ask them to give you the employment contract, the LMIA. Once you have these two documents, then you don't have to pay any money to any lawyer, any consultant. You can apply for the Canadian work visa directly by going to the Canadian Embassy, Canadian High Commission, where you live in New Zealand, Australia, wherever it is. You can apply through paper application, or you can do an online application directly. The fees is only 255 Canadian dollars. That's it. No more money. No money to be paid to anybody.
All right. Okay. So, okay, sir. I will work on it in the. All right. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.